Presidential election, Peter Obi, Tinubu, INEC, APC agrees on numbers of witnesses, as Peter Obi says he needs 7 weeks to call his witnesses to prove his case against Mr. Tinubu's victory. This is InfoGist TV, and now the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, says he has lined up 50 witnesses to prove his petition against the All Progressive Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's victory as Nigeria's president-elect. Now, others stood in the case. Mr. Tinubu, the APC, and the Independent National Electoral Commission also gave a number of witnesses they would call at the hearing of the Presidential Election Petition Court in Abuja on Saturday. The lawyers of this party spoke while giving the courts their reports of the court's pre-hearing session, which began about 2 weeks ago. Now, a similar session was held earlier on Saturday in the case filed by Mr. Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party against Mr. Tinubu's election. The reports given by the lawyers are subject to the approval of the court. The court's ruling on their proposal will herald a critical stage in the hearing where parties will call witnesses to testify, and the witnesses will also be cross-examined by the adverse party's legal team. Highlighting the pre-hearing session report on Saturday, Mr. Obi's lawyer, Awa Kalu, told the court that his client would need 7 weeks to sustain his claims of electoral fraud against INEC's conduct on the 25th of February's presidential election. I was at a meeting this morning with the respondents of the APC, INEC, and Mr. Tinubu's legal team. Mr. Kalu, a lawyer, professor of the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, told the court. In terms of a scheduling, the petitioner would require 7 weeks, Mr. Kalu said. He said Mr. Obi's legal team will still be having a few hiccups with INEC in trying to have forensic examination of the Beavers machine. But INEC's lawyer, Abubakar Mahmood Hassan, disagreed with Mr. Kalu's submission concerning difficulty in assessing electoral documents. We have 50 witnesses. We have also agreed that our star witnesses will need 30 minutes to testify, excluding demonstration of electoral evidence, Mr. Kalu said. He further explained star witnesses will be cross-examined for 20 minutes, while 10 minutes will be for other witnesses and 10 minutes for each of the respondents to cross-examine the witnesses. Abubakar Mahmood, INEC's lawyer, said he would need 7 days to call 2 witnesses. But Mr. Mahmood Hassan said there has not been any agreement between INEC and the petitioners concerning the procedures for adjudicating on the petition. Mr. Tinubu's lawyer, Roland Otaru, said his clients would need 9 days to present 21 witnesses to defend his case. Mr. Otaru Hassan said the duration for the witnesses that was adopted in the PDP's petition would apply in Mr. Peter Obi's. APC lawyer Adeni Akintola said his clients would call 7 witnesses to defend its victories at the polls. This makes a total number of 30 proposed witnesses lined up by the respondents to Mr. Peter Obi's petition. Mr. Akintola, however, faulted the Labour Party's list of witnesses. He said the petitioner has only front-loaded 3 witnesses, whereas it proposed to call 50 witnesses. Now, meanwhile, the proposal by parties in the petition is subject to the approval of the court. Meanwhile, the proposal by the parties, the petition is subject to the approval of the court, and the 5-member panel of the court, led by Mr. Haruna Tansamani, directed lawyers to parties to address it on consideration of the pending 3 petitions. Now, he further adjourned the suits on the 22nd of May 2023, and the court has up to September to deliver its decision on the 3 petitions pending before it. Now, Saturday's hearing was marked by a protest from people near the court premises, with the demonstrators holding placards and chanting songs expressing electoral fraud messages. That's all we have for you on today.